everyone, long time no frickin' see. How are you all? Oh my goodness. A lot of crap to catch you up on, but for today I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna like leave that in a box to one side, and I wanted to film the mum tag because I've seen it battered around on YouTube and it's really cool. It's got like loads of cool questions in it, and so I wanted to kind of make this my first video back. Just a quick update, I guess. I'm starting to feel a lot better and a lot more like myself, and I really want to get back into this. So I can't promise that there's going to be like 2 videos a week or even 1 video a week, but every so often when I feel like I can or I want to, then I will film a little video, because I do want to get back into this. I miss you guys, I miss this, and yeah, it's nice to have the camera out again. It's really nice. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Like, leave me a little comment. Oh no, wait, are comments still disabled? No, they are, aren't they? You can't leave me a comment. Go over to my Instagram. I'll leave a little doody flip here, and say hello, because I'll probably put a post up saying, woo, there's a new video out. So yeah, leave me a little comment on there saying hello and how you are, and yeah, let's get cracking, shall we? So the first one is favourite mum hack. I think this one has to be for like diddy babies, and that is that we used to use for Lawson, so diddy baby boys, we used to use puppy pads when we were changing him. Like, we used to put them on top of the changing mat, because every single freaking time we used to change his nappy, he used to like just pee everywhere and it was ridiculous. And so yeah, we used to like lay down a puppy pad at one point and change him like on that, so that if he peed we could just like ditch that, put it in the bin and move on, and rather than like cleaning up stray piss from everywhere. Most embarrassing mum moment. Oh my goodness, there's been so many. I think the one that sticks out to me, and it's not really that embarrassing, it's just a bit of a mum fail, was you might even, if you've been watching me for a while, you might even remember the video. We went and shopped for Christmas trees a couple of years ago. Lawson was like 3 months old. He was really little, and we just completely forgot the carrier, or like I had part of the baby carrier and not the other part, so we couldn't carry him. So bless our hearts, new parents, we were like walking around this forest, carting around a bloody maxi cozy car seat, like complete newbies in this forest looking for a Christmas tree, and we had to cut our day really short then because we couldn't lug him around for like hours and hours. So yeah, it wasn't really that embarrassing, but it was a little bit of a fail. What part of the day do you love the most? Am I allowed to say bedtime? Am I allowed to say that? What part of the day do you like the least? I can answer this question. And actually it's funny because Louise Pentland actually mentioned in one of her weekly vlogs that she really hates this part of the day as well, and it was such a relief to hear her say that, because I really struggle at this part of the day. And it's around like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. They've had naps, they're kind of grumpy from waking up from their naps. It's not like we can just go out, because we've usually been out in the morning, so it's usually like we stay indoors and try and chill, but then everyone's a bit grumpy and groggy, and so yeah, and like it's only like an hour until we go and pick Daniel up, and so there's no point in like getting out a big activity. It's just kind of like trying to find something to do to fill the time, and a lot of the time I just sit and like scroll on my phone whilst the kids play, or I'll play with them a little bit or do some bubbles or watch a movie or something. But it's just a really like meh part of the day, when I'm normally feeling pretty tired as well. So yeah, least favourite bit of the day. In all seriousness though, my favourite part of the day, oh gosh, it's not the morning. I think it might actually be bath time. I'm really enjoying bathing the kids at the minute. So yeah, maybe that. Apologies if the angle has just changed. I've just had to like delete a bunch of stuff off my card. Right, so the next question is the worst thing someone said to you when you were pregnant. Oh my gosh, I used to just get called huge all the time because I used to, like, I carried both Lawson and River like really out front. I was very, very huge, but it doesn't mean you need to hear it all the time. Don't think it really does much for your self-esteem. Baby name you didn't agree on and still don't agree on. You guys might know if you watch like my pregnancy updates or like other updates with River, that I really wanted to call her Maple, and I still think she really suits that name. I think she looks like a maple. But anyway, Daniel didn't like that name, so we went with River, which is a name that we both really love, and she is most definitely a River now. But yeah, if I did have my way, she would be a Maple. Do you co-sleep? Not intentionally. Not totally against co-sleeping. We did do it quite a lot with Lawson when he was a baby because he was just, and still is, very needy. River, we have co-slept probably a handful of times. She is just super independent and likes her own space, likes her cot, so we're kind of happy to let her do that. But yeah, we have definitely shared a bed with our kids from time to time. Especially when they're poorly, we like them in our bed. Like if they've got a temperature, I like them in with us so that I can keep an eye on them and things like that. But yeah, we don't kind of intentionally co-sleep. Our children have their own beds and they like them, and yeah, they're pretty happy, and so are we. Something you've bought but never used. Oh gosh. Oh, we got a couple of those, you know, like the white noise machines, like You and the Dream Sheep, and like other ones that we've like either been gifted or bought ourselves. We just haven't used them. We haven't really needed them, especially with River. She is just the most ridiculously chilled baby that we haven't had need for them. Lawson, we did use like a little, I think it was called a Grow Hush, and it used to make like rain sounds and things like that. We did use that for a bit with him, but found he liked music better. But with River, she's just like happy as Larry going to bed in silence. Hospital bag must-haves. Oh my goodness, I will link down below my hospital bag videos because I did one for Lawson, one for one for River. So I'll link those down below. If you are packing a hospital bag, if you're pregnant, then go and check those out. But I would say my must-haves are definitely snacks, definitely Lucozade, like isotonic sports drink. That got me through both labours pretty well. A TENS machine. I would not knock a TENS machine. It's really good, worked for me. And big fat granny pants. Are you a routine mum or a go with the flow mum, and what does bedtime look like? A lot going on in that question. So I am very much definitely a routine mum, sometimes to my detriment, and I'm trying my best to become a slightly more go with the flow mum. I really am trying. Yeah, I like my kids to be in a routine. I like to know like what my day's gonna look like, and I think they do well on it as well. Like I think my kids just really thrive on routine. So yeah, we're pretty routined over here, but I am trying to kind of be more adaptable and flexible and go with the flow a little bit more, because I think too much routine is probably not good for them either. So yeah, I'm trying to find a good balance there. In terms of bedtime, we usually, if I'm not working, because sometimes I work in the evenings now teaching dance, so if I'm not working, me and Daniel will like take a kid each and we'll both kind of be like, which one do you want tonight? Whoever draws the short straw gets Lawson, because he takes ages to go down. So yeah, we'll take a kid each. I'll do River and he'll do Lawson, or vice versa. And yeah, River usually goes to bed at around 5:30, 6, and then Lawson we keep up now till about 7, and so we have a bit of time with him, and then the other one of us will put him to bed. We'll have a story, and we'll like lie in bed with him for like 5 minutes, give him a cuddle, and then we'll go. So yeah, bedtime is pretty regimented, I would say, in our house, but we kind of like it that way, and the kids kind of know where they stand with it as well. What type of labour did you have and what pain relief did you use? So you may know, if you've been watching me for a while, both of my labours, we had home births, and I gave birth in this very room actually. Yeah, so I gave birth to both Lawson and River just here in our lounge, and yeah, both labours were like really good. Lawson's was blissful because I did hypnobirthing, and it worked like 100%. It was incredible. I was like away with the fairies the entire time and it was like lush. River, not so much. I was very aware and very awake for a lot of her labour. And so it wasn't as zen, but it was still like nice. I managed it naturally. I just had a TENS machine with both babies, and then I had gas and air afterwards with both babies for stitches, and with Lawson I had an epidural as well for stitches. So yeah, it was pretty straightforward labours as far as labour goes. Have you ever been mum shamed? Hell yes. Maybe not intentionally, but I think when you're a mum, and especially if you're feeling like a little bit self-conscious anyway, any little comment can make you feel mum shamed. And so I had it when I was pregnant with River. I took Lawson to like a little outdoor play park, and it had like an outdoor water thing that you could play with, and Lawson, bless his little heart, did not want to play with the water. He just wanted to drink the water. And I was kind of just like, well, you do you, because you know, you can't stop kids from being kids all the time. Like, if he wants to drink that water and like it builds up his immune system, like that's cool. I did try and tell him to stop, and I did try and like distract him with other things, but he kept going back to it, and I was just like, do you know what, he's probably having the tiniest bit, he's fine, I'm just gonna let him do him, be a kid. And yeah, one mum commented, she was like, excuse me, your little boy is like drinking the water, and I was just like, oh, okay. And I felt really bad then, and we left. So yeah, that was that. What's the biggest challenges you faced since becoming a mum? So I guess this would tie in to what I've been going through recently. Having 2 kids has been a huge challenge for me in terms of figuring out how to like split my time and give them both like emotionally, physically, mentally, everything that they need, both of them at the same time, has been, yeah, a massive challenge for me that I did not anticipate at all. And another big challenge I think for all mums is mum guilt. I think it's huge. And I think we are way too hard on ourselves. So I'm learning at the minute to just be like kinder to myself, to not judge myself, and to just be like, do you know what? You are trying the best you can. Your kids are happy. They love you. You love them. And that's the most important thing. What piece of advice were you given, or advice would you give to a new mum? Oh gosh, a new mum. I think if you just had a baby, freaking rest. Like, you don't have to do anything but look after your child. And that's one of the pieces of advice that I got just after having Lawson, when I was like freaking out because I was like, oh, the dishes need doing, the washing's not done, la la la. And I was freaking out, being like, oh, all of this stuff needs doing and I don't have time to do it anymore. And one of my friends just said to me, like, just leave everything else. All you have to do today is look after your baby. Just be you and your baby. Look after them, look after yourself, eat chocolate biscuits, drink lots of coffee, and you've got this. Who is your mum crush? Oh man, I have so many. I think at the minute I am crushing on Emily Norris, always. Who else do I crush on? Katie Flint from What Katie Said. She's bloody brilliant. I'm watching her a lot at the minute. She does like live shows throughout the week, and she's like really just tuned into what mums need, and so I love her. I love watching her. Who else? Oh, we're watching a lot of Catfish at the minute. It's a bit old school, but we're really into it. It's on Now TV, and Neve's wife, Laura, I think her name is, she's my new mum crush. Like, she's really, really cool, and she's really pretty. So yeah, I think I'm crushing on her a little bit as well. So yes, that is my first video back for about 6 months. I'm sorry it's been such a while. I really, really have missed this, and I've missed you guys, and I hope that I can just get back on it now and like film loads more videos. I really have to sort out this background situation. I'm just filming downstairs at the moment because River's asleep upstairs. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that situation. But yeah, I hope I will see you soon. Hope you enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up if you did, and come and say hello on Instagram, because I don't think you can here anymore. So yeah, I would love to say hi to you. Come and say hello, and I will see you in my next video, which will hopefully be very soon and not another 6 months. Bye guys.